Is there anything else we could actually throw on her? I don't think no, she's not high enough level for that. That's going to go there. We're going to get rid of nothing because we're hoarding. Oh, we already had an Arctic Furs. And Cathans. Honestly, I think I might keep the Mantle Heal for just the resistances. Yeah. The Bone Prison could get annoying. Other than that, it's not bad. See how much that costs to repair, though.
Oh, hi there.
Holy Jeebus. That is super expensive. So we're never going to be able to get that repaired. We'll get rid of that. We'll keep this just in case we decide to switch to it. Just because 300,000 repair? A little expensive. We'll see what we can do. I mean, that's close enough to her name. Could find a roll and a chip? Possibly. There you go. I have thrown stuff like that onto rogues, by the way. Just get them throw just whatever little damage boost you can on their bow and just go with it. Rogues are one of those that I often forget what I have on them too, by the way. Like, I'll be playing through, and if I just have a rogue mercenary, like if I have a character that can't use a mercenary and I just happen to have a rogue there, I will throw random crap on her, and sometimes they'll just like survive arbitrarily. I say arbitrarily because usually they're trying to kill themselves. It couldn't be something me berating them every 5 seconds. That couldn't be the cause of it. No, never. But, yeah. The tempo of it is just machine gunning. And I am noticing that another common theme of the randomizer is I end up with just, like, insane attack speed. Which is really odd for me. Because usually I'm struggling to get enough attack speed. Like whenever I'm just going through without transferring in gear. But it's like, it's just like, we have all the attack speed boosts you could ever want. We're going to throw them all at you on the randomizer. Just to see how many of them are in the game. I think one more level and we'll be max Holy Fire, by the way. So are we going to one-shot Duriel, by any chance? Who thinks we'll one-shot Duriel? Bonk and bonk. I'm just going to get rid of the Heathen Staff. And let's see. I don't know how to, like guarantee the outcome of this. There we go. Prediction started! I think it leaves me a pop-up to say which one won. But I'm not sure. I started a prediction. Are we going to one-shot Duriel? And I'll wait to go in until after the little bar vanishes. I put it on the shortest time period possible. Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum, bum. You can win channel points, which I have nothing to really spend them on. I need to actually do stuff on those. You can highlight messages. You can unlock emojis. I only have 2 uploaded. I can upload a 3rd. I'll be making it fairly soon. We'll see if it actually does anything. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Crap. I do forget which ones. Yeah, we're gonna... Nope, we didn't one-shot them. So, the answer is... How do I actually manage those? Choose outcome. There we go. Complete prediction. Yours and... Yeah. Denmark, Luxembourg... Yeah. It's so weird to me to think about that, because it is not a currency thing. But I guess it does... I think it flies in... I think the main legal issues they're facing are, like, gambling things for it. Because technically, I guess it could be gambling for a non-currency.
Good day. Faith, I feel no. This is terrible.
But it's like telling someone, I bet you can't eat that whole hot pepper.
How may I help you?
And we got all rares from Duriel. The act bosses have been not friendly for me lately. It's been kind of sad. I will eventually get tired of not being able to do anything with this ring. With, like, have to take it off to repair. Hey, Jaren, how you doing? Bye, Jaren. Oh, lordy. There's a few people I'd actually like to see try a randomizer on their channels, but that I doubt ever will. I have thought about doing, like, proper other randomizers, like Link to the Past randomizers and stuff, but it's like, eh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I forget to look things up a lot myself, so... No skin off the back there. So, Act 3, we do need all the parts, unfortunately. Thankfully, the quest for, like, if you're rushing somebody here, they don't have to get all the parts. You just have to kill the council. But I don't know how many of the quests we actually want to bother with here. I mean, yeah, the extra life would be... Ooh, Vidalas. Another opportunity for something to be interesting. Bonk. Necro skills, strength, vitality, all resists. Nyeh. Unimpressed. Seriously unimpressed. Maybe we'll get something better later. Wow, that's just brutal. We're still on Player's 8, by the way. So, yeah, the enemies are going to be more durable than normal, but we're doing over, like, what, 2,700 damage just off the cuff? So, yeah. Not a threat. We still don't have a teleport, though. Which I think... Didn't we find a teleport relatively early on the Assassin one? I think we did. I think we found it on one of, like, the low-level set helmets or something. Because gambling is taxed? Oh, okay. Enhanced damage. That is more damage. And then we won't have causes monster to flee on this one. I mean, it's a little bit less damage, actually, now that I think about it. But it's going to be less annoying later on. They both have prevent monster heal, which is what we really need. Goodbye, Sivverbs. We will not miss you, because we'll probably forget what you had on you in about 5 minutes. Oh, and that's Angelic Saber. That's Lead Crow and the Sarus. So let's see what we got here. Identify. Sorry, adjusting chair. Increase attack speed. Not bad. Regenerate mana, all that kind of stuff. Let's see what the chain boots are. Curses, enhanced damage, 15% lifesteal. That might... that's not going to wedge out the plus skills, but all resistances plus 40 is nice. So we'll look at that one. We'll consider keeping it. Holy Freeze aura when equipped. We're getting Holy Freeze on a number of things. Holy Grail is basically where you've gathered every unique set. And there's different types of Holy Grails, but generally whenever somebody says Holy Grail, that means they've gathered every unique and every set item. There is some holy grails will include like runes and stuff like that, or rune words. There's ethereal holy grails where you gather all the ethereal versions of them. That goes in with the boots. But yeah, generally whenever somebody just says holy grail, they're talking about just the base, getting everything kind of thing. Getting all the like fixed items. Get rid of that. Keep that. The wand isn't going to do anything for us. Death Sash has resistances, which we might need in Hell difficulty, although our other Sash is better? Oh no, he has Cold Absorb. No, our other Sash is better, so that's going to go away. Eisenhearts, it's something we could put on its resistances again, so that's going to go with those. Sorrow's Iron Heel can go there. Nagel Ring, we need the level 4. We would love another Nagel Ring. They usually either use Pluggy, which allows them to have like essentially an unlimited stash. Essentially. And once it gets to a certain size, it can bug up the game. But the Pluggy mod, or they do Go Mule. I do Go Mule. One, because Go Mule actually lets me track my inventory as well. But, yeah. There's a few ways to do it. It's just, that's usually the preferred method. One of those two. Go Mule, I swear by Go Mule. I prefer it over Pluggy, because Pluggy actually modifies the game, whereas Go Mule it sits outside the program, and it keeps you honest, because it deletes duplicates, so you don't try and cheese through that. And, well, do we get rid of that? Yeah. But yeah, Go Mule basically serves as... It turns your inventory basically into a spreadsheet. And it can help you track how far along you are if you were doing a Holy Grail. Because it has a thing built into it called a Flavy report, or Flavy. Which lets you get information you could want for that. We'll keep that just in case. Probably not going to use it. We'll probably end up getting rid of it. Well, there's a lot of stuff available to download for Diablo 2. Pretty much the only thing I download whenever I do like a new install, like if I'm setting up another system for Diablo 2, which I haven't done in a long while, is I'll download Go Mule and the Sven wrapper. Those are pretty much the only two things I download, because I have a copy of the rune text file. So, and I actually have Sven wrapper, a copy of that downloaded in my backups, and I also have a copy of Go Mule in my backups as well. Though I'd have to install Java to do more Go Mule. Wow, we're on players 8 and we're almost one-shotting things with our auras. That's sad. So we found the eyeball. From what you can see, it's the tax duty on gambling, along with paying a yearly duty that is quite steep because the law includes making predictory bets. Oh, okay. Then I can definitely understand why they don't allow it there, and I will try to keep that in mind. I do want to like run predictions as a thing, but yeah. I can understand why they wouldn't be too hot on that. Level 14 Fissure on striking, 150% enhanced damage. It's going to be lower damage. Gives her some resist. I think this is still going to be better. It doesn't give her any resist, and it doesn't do any elemental stuff, but I don't think she can trigger Fissure as a rogue. But we will see. But yeah, predictions do... Now, is it just predictions that you're locked out of, or is it all channel points things? Out of curiosity. Because I would think it would just be predictions. But I know there's some areas where channel points aren't available. But they're few and far between. Because that makes me feel real bad about, like, potentially adding new ones. What? That's so weird. Mana Steal, enemy lightning resist, redeem to hydrate. Thank you. I actually do need that right now. It's that strange online gambling currency. Wake of Inferno we can have off of that. Enemy lightning resistance minus 55 freaking %. Do we do a Tesla din with this? Because we could do a Tesla din with this. I think we might end up going a Tesla din. Just because we can. Irathas. Increase attack speed, bonus to attack rating, crushing blow. We're getting a lot of charges on stuff, and it's making me a little nervous. I think our current one's better. That can go away. But I think we go... Oh, I think we go Tesla din. Just for the lulz, as they say. We're getting a lot of socketed things too, if you guys didn't notice. So that means we're probably not going to get a lot of socketed things in hell. I would like it to kind of slow its roll with giving me like amazing mixes of things and let me have some good stuff in hell difficulty, but I have a feeling it's going to do the same thing we had on the assassin one, where it just kind of like was like, nah. You got okay stuff. You're good. A yearly fee on $100,000 is not worth it for Twitch to make predictions available here. It's rather tight law, but okay. That's kind of weird, but yeah. Yearly fee on 100,000. Jeez. I wish I could earn $100,000 from gambling. But I think that's just like the minimum charge for it. I am very much pro laws that prevent gambling addiction, though, so from being as easily exploited. I hate loot boxes. And this is coming from someone who plays TCGs, which is essentially the physical precursor to loot boxes. Because, yeah. Of course, also, you know your odds with a TCG, because you can find the percent's chance of getting X, Y, and Z. Not just the rarity, but the actual card, because of what kind of print run it was. The sheet frequency, I think... No, that's not the term for it. There's a term for like how often it shows up on the card sheets. I think that might actually be a path to another area down there. We'll check it. Please let it be Flayer Jungle and not Great Marsh. I would speed things up just a little bit. Bonk and bonk. And yes, I know I've been going past my break time. I don't need a break right this second. And I did hydrate, I just haven't cleared it off the dashboard yet. No! Actually, no, it's looping down. So, is it Flayer Jungle, or is it staying Spider Forest? It's not staying Spider Forest, it's gonna be something else. It's Great Marsh. I knew that as soon as we saw the waterlogged. Gambling has been tightly locked down, almost government controlled here, so there's a lot of non-profit gambling, such as the Danish Gambling Union, which deals with all that jazz. Scratch cards, lotto, so on, is basically controlled by them. Okay. Yeah. I know gambling addiction is a pretty serious and nasty thing whenever people get hooked in. So, hey, we got the Bardache. This is the one we got meditation on last time. Indestructible and Thorns Aura, summoning skills, enhanced damage. That wouldn't be bad for Mercenary. No, its ranting is fine. I would tell you if the rant was going off the rails or anything like that. And sometimes my rants go off the rails, and I don't mind people telling me that they're going there. But discussions on topics are very, very welcome. But yeah, I am all for freedoms and stuff like that. I am not for allowing wanton exploitation of wanton roles. Yes. Why do I have a feeling we're going straight into... Yeah, we literally just looped straight into Flare Jungle. It's attached here, just not attached here. What the hell? So, Mercenary, you do your thing. I'm gonna actually check these. No. But yeah, there's a line between allowing freedoms and allowing exploitation. Because you can still play games like poker and blackjack without the gambling aspect. And a lot of sites actually focus around that, which is a good thing. That allows people to actually play those games. Because I actually really enjoy like blackjack and stuff. I don't like the betting part of it. But yeah, to each their own. I know some people are gonna be rah in comments about it. It's fine. Everyone's welcome to their differing opinion on that, and that one's not life-threatening for the most part. I have to say for the most part, because if someone's really addicted to it, it can be not necessarily threatening their life, but threatening their ability to sustain their life. Let's see. Ladder only items drop in normal too. I'm trying to think of the only ladder only items I can think of are elite items. And it's worth noting that they are from world event kind of things. Like, okay, there are items that are not available off ladder on realms, if that makes sense. But they are available in single player. The only things that are locked to ladder and not allowed in single player are going to be your runewords, which are things like insight and stuff like insight, spirit, stuff like that. And the Annihilus and Torch charms. Danish gambling law allows pots up to roughly $30, but above that would be considered illegal. Okay, that's cool. But we try to do our best for citizens. I really wish I could say the same about my government. My government is too busy having a angry bot turtle fight an old man that actually cares. And people side with the turtle. The miserly turtle. I've never understood it. It's like people have cultish followings for groups here rather than ideals. And I think if we moved to a less toxic individualism group, like toxic individualism as a country, we'd do a lot better. But currently we just have rampant toxic individualism. And some individualism is great. The ability to go out and be like, I want to try this thing and not having to rely on other people, that's fine. But whenever you're like, this person who is struggling deserves to die because they didn't make enough money in their life to pay for $3 million in cancer bills. Or get expensive insurance because they couldn't get a job at one of these high-end places. 5 weekend. Getting a lot of battle orders on these. 4 presidents in a month. Yikes. That sounds a little bit nerve-wracking. Unfortunately, we had 1 president for 4 years. Oh. I'm gonna leave it there. I know that there are people who come to my videos who are like, who hate the politics. I have politics that I believe in. I don't bring them up usually in the videos, but I will rant. In fact, a large chunk of one of my series ended up being a rant about healthcare here in the States, which is completely atrocious, for those of you wondering. I don't know. I think I would have rather had just 4 random people off the street than the 1. I literally would have rather had Stubbs the cat, which was a mayor of a town in the United States. I would have rather had Stubbs be the president than the president we had. Just give me a cat. Because I'm not even like a minority or anything like that, and my life was made worse by his presence for 4 years. I wasn't even one of the people that they targeted. And I have friends who were part of the groups that were targeted. Their life was made a lot worse. So, I have no love for him. For ministers, I'm guessing that's senators here is what we'd call them, but yeah, we 100% need term limits for senators and representatives. I agree on that one. I've been a big proponent of that. I've also been a proponent of getting rid of first past the post, which is something a lot of countries actually struggle with. First past the post is basically where you have to vote for one, and whoever gets the most votes wins, kind of situation. I prefer tiered voting, where you can say, this is my first choice, this is my second choice, assign points to them, and blah, 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 move on, and like that. Because that, you'll end up with a little bit more representation. You'll open up the ability to have more parties present. So you won't just have a 2-party system where it's like A versus B sports nonsense. Like what we have going on here, which are it's Republicans versus Democrats. It's neither are fighting for ideals. I think I can count on one hand the number of senators that actually care about the citizens of the United States and not furthering a party agenda rather than furthering the people's agenda. So I'll bash on pretty much any party. I have to say probably the one that I respect the most, even though I don't actually agree with him on everything. I really don't. I agree with him on a number of things, is Bernie Sanders, because whether you like his ideas or not, you can't deny that he's at least fighting for what he believes will do good for the people. Whether he's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. He's at least trying. There's a good mathematical voting explanation on YouTube. I've seen a few. Mine comes from political science. I didn't minor or anything in it. I got a little bit of a fascination for it for a few years, and studied like political like theories involving like governments and voting systems and stuff like that. Is that shield good? Not for me, because we're going Zeal. That's not bad. Bone armor and battle command and Hydra. The hell are you giving me, game? I think if we get another Holy Shock, the Storm Guild would be better, because they stack. But if we're going Tesladin, this might be better. We're going to keep it. But yeah, I'm 100% behind a tiered voting system. Because that gives you the ability... It doesn't remove the like whole like my team stuff. It mitigates it though by saying, oh, I picked, let's say I picked Republican first, Tea Party second, Green third. It would allow opportunities for representation. I also think representation in the, not the Senate. The Senate is always 2 per state. That's fine by me. In the House of Representatives is jacked up because it's not actually representative of population. It's skewed by several factors and manipulated. And I also find gerrymandering completely asinine and crazy. Oh, we don't have any of the waypoints. We have to walk back up. Oh god, yes. I 100% agree on that one. I like the Australian method. Make it super easy to vote. Make it mandatory to vote. I would back that up in a heartbeat. Send me a ballot. Especially with like a global pandemic going on. Mail me a ballot. Have me use my like government identification number to vote and just go for it. But for the most part, the limiting aspect has been one party, not the other. That is something that is contentious between the 2 parties. It's just one party, it's a priority to minimize it, to minimize participation. The other party, it's not a priority to counter for them, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's on their list of things that they want to fix, but it's not like high priority. Watched a rather interesting sort of comparison with Aristotle versus Madison. It's an interesting perspective. I have not seen that one. As always, if you want to link these, link them in the Discord, and I'll probably, I usually do check out stuff linked in the Discord. I do ban people if they post offensive stuff. Try to keep it safe for work. That all that usual jazz. Keep it Discord safe. Keep it within their rules. But yeah. I'm a firm believer of maximizing participation on, at least whenever it comes to federal voting. Like, voting for representatives is probably what I should phrase it better as, not federal, because it can work. I'm maximizing representation in state and even city voting is important. But yeah, if you're voting for representation, you need as many people. If you're voting on actual policy, I think having a representative who has been sort of entrusted with that is important, because it mitigates some of the deviance and trolling, which unfortunately is rampant in the United States. I'd say the United States is right up there with Russia as far as like the crazy nonsense going on. The non-citizens voting thing is, for the most part, propaganda. In case you're wondering.